Enroll new clients, new coaching clients every single month on Autopilot. Baby, Autopilot. All right. So I want to highlight that part too. All right. So I'm going to say it again. Enrolling new coaching clients every single month on Autopilot. Okay. Welcome to the Empower Your Fitness Empire YouTube channel. So if you are a health and fitness coach, nutrition coach, mindset coach, if you are a health and fitness professional and you a coach, all right, and listen, like, so if you're posting content on social media, all right, I see y'all coming in, like, give me some hearts when y'all come in. All right. So look, if you posting content on social media, right, and that's one way that you get clients by posting content on social media, right, and you get clients by referrals. Okay. And that's the only way that you get clients right now, and you are looking to enroll more clients every single month and at a higher price point. All right. Like, you definitely want to watch this entire live. You want to watch this entire live. I'm telling you. Okay. Because I'm going to one first. So I'm definitely going to give you the number one thing that you need in order to enroll more clients every single month. All right. Automatically on Autopilot. All right. And I mean, if you stick around, right, like I may give y'all like 2 to 3 other bonuses, okay, along with that. All right. So appreciate y'all jumping on. Listen, if you are watching it live, all right, watching it live, share this with another health and fitness professional that needs to see this. If you are watching the replay, right, invite your coaching friends to join this. All right. So listen, so I believe that I definitely believe you should be posting, right? So like, definitely don't get that wrong. Let's not mistake that. You definitely should be posting on social media, okay? Short form, like all of that, right? And I'm gonna get to the other type of content and things that you actually should be doing that's actually going to, consistently enroll you clients every single month, right? But listen, posting content on social media, like, that should not be the only strategy you have to get book calls consistently, yo. That's a dangerous way to operate your business. Okay. That should not be the only way. All right. If you are enrolling clients like that, like, that's good. Okay. But should it be the only way? Like, 100% no. And listen, this is based on my experience, right? In my perspective, right? I mean, I've audited, thousands of health and fitness businesses. I've helped well over 250 health and fitness professionals, right? So, I think I'm qualified, I'm saying, to give you, my perspective. Okay. So look, let's talk about this. Like, so when you posting on social media and you're getting clients like that, right? People that they're already following you. So this is like the media that you already own, right? Instagram, people that are already following you. Facebook, people that are already your friends. TikTok, people that are already following you. I know that TikTok, that algorithm, you get, lots of followers. A lot of those be bots and stuff like that, right? But typically, specifically on like Instagram and like Facebook, LinkedIn, like those two, but specifically Instagram, right? And then those get you book clients, and you probably usually close at a pretty good high rate, right? And this is why, all right, because most of the people that you get from when you post on social media, right, are people that are in your warm market. And that's good. Kudos to you. Right. So, and like, that's the very first step. Like, when you are online, you're an online coach and you're looking to go to 6 figures and multi 6 figures. That's like the first thing you want to tap into is your warm market. Right. But eventually, all right, what's going to happen when you're only tapping into your warm market over a few months or even a couple of years, depending on like the size of your audience and depending on like how it's actually growing, right? Like, if you have a piece of content that go viral, right, like, you'll get more followers, but now you have to actually, qualify all of those followers, right? So posting content on social media will get you book calls, right? But this is what I want to highlight. Eventually, like, you're going to burn out on that audience. You're going to not necessarily burn out, but you're going to exhaust that list, because all it is a list, right? Like, the current followers that you have on each platform, it's a list of people, right? And then eventually those list of people are already going to know what you offer, and they're either interested or they're not. So eventually, right, when you're posting content on social media and you're tapping into that warm market, your call volume will decrease. Eventually it's going to happen. If it has not happened now, it will happen eventually, because you're going to exhaust that audience. All it is a list. Unless you have some really, really good strategy from an organic standpoint when you're posting content that will bring you new ideal people to follow you. Keyword ideal, right? Because who cares if the 17-year-old, right, follows you on Instagram, right? They're not interested in what you offer if the person that you help are, you know, busy women over the age of 35. Right, because they saw you know, a viral piece of content from you, and they liked it, so they decided to follow you. They're not ideal. So you want people who are ideal coming to your page consistently every single day. Okay, does that make sense, guys? So that's what you want, right? So eventually, if you're only posting content on social media and that's how you get, you know, calls booked, eventually you will exhaust that list, because that's exactly what it is a list. All right, now this is my question to you. What about the strangers out there that have no idea who you are? All right, no idea what you offer. What about them and their ideal, right? And their ideal, right? Like they fit the avatar of your ideal person that you help in the problem that you solve for them. Because there are strangers out there right now. They have no idea who you are. They don't know what you offer, but they are out there living with the problem right now, right? And when you post content on social media, you're telling the algorithm, hey, please reach those type of people, right? And I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm gonna say it again. This is my last time saying it. I'm not saying that you should not post content on social media. Absolutely, I post content on social media, 1000%, right? But if you are committed to the mission, right, of your business, with helping the type of person that you want to help with the problem that you solve for them, that should not be the only way you reach strangers, because strangers are in the cold market. Right? They cold. They have no idea who you are. They haven't watched your stories. They haven't watched your lives. They haven't consumed your content, but they do have the problem that you solve. Okay. So usually what happens is, in the beginning, you're getting calls booked from the own media that you have, and a couple of years later, right, it kind of slow down, right? So not enough new people are coming into your pipeline to discover what you offer. So if this is happening to you right now and calls are slowing down from you, and you think, okay, let me post more content, right? And calls have slowed down, right? And this is because you've probably exhausted that list. Okay, you probably exhausted that list. So there's not enough new people coming to your page and coming into your pipeline to discover who you are and what you offer. All right. And maybe, you know, maybe you try doing things like, you know, okay, like, let me DM some strangers, right? Let me DM some strangers. You have like no real strategy, you know, behind it. It's time consuming, right? Or maybe you was like, all right, like, let me try some ads. Let me try some ads, right? But here's the thing about ads, right? You gotta have a cash flow and a capital, right, to actually learn ads, because the best way to learn ads is to do what? Run some ads. And what does it cost to run ads? It costs money, right? So you like, yo, like, I ain't got that much time. I got some money, but not that much, not, you know, thousands of dollars that I can, you know, set aside every single month to actually test, and may not get me an actual result back. Right? Like when I first learned Facebook ads years ago, I ran through about like eight grand, just because you have to do it in order to learn. Just like you have to coach clients in order to get good at it. You have to train clients in order to get good at it. You have to create content, get behind that camera and create it, and actually get good at it. Right? So you don't have the cash flow and you don't have the time, right? And then eventually it gets to a point where like, yo, like, you don't have the time to create content. Right? But you still have to do it, because that's the only way that you actually get book calls. Okay. So I'm sure that you want to discover a much better way, all right, in a much scalable way and efficient way on how you can get calls booked, get more calls booked in a much reliable way, right? So this is the number one thing, right? I mean, I kind of just gave it away, but this is the number one thing that you need to focus on. I had a young man, I was on a call with him the other day, and he was like, you know, I work with two other coaches, and I asked them, like, what's the one thing that I should be, I get it, it's like fitness, like we should focus on, working out, rest, recovery, nutrition, blah, blah, blah. But like, what's the one thing that that always should be top priority? So when it comes to fitness, what do we usually think about? We usually think about nutrition, top priority, right? Because if that's fucked up, the workout's gonna be fucked up. You're not gonna have the fuel to actually get a good workout in. Like your sleep is gonna be, everything's gonna be off if the nutrition is off. So what is that for a health and fitness business that is trying to go to $100K and $200,000 a year? This is what it is. The main thing you need is to get consistent book calls every single month, consistently in a certain number. You need to find out what that number is, right? You need to find out exactly like what that number is, okay? That can be 30 calls a month. That can be 40 calls a month. That can be 25 calls a month. Whatever that number is, you need to make sure that whatever is going on, it don't matter if you post the content or not. It don't matter if you go live or not. Every single month, you and your team you're hitting this specific number every single month to get calls booked. And you have a reliable strategy to do that. I'm gonna give you guys a quick story, right? And so I'm not sure if you guys know, right? But I've built, like 3 successful businesses, right? And the first business that I had, I was a successful party promoter in Chicago, right? And we had a team. Okay. And when people think about party promoting, they probably think like, oh, like you just go to the club, pop bottles, and people come. No. Let me tell you our exact strategy, our exact system. And this is the same thing that when I came into the fitness industry, I'm like, the thing that I did with that, the system that I had with that, I got to figure that out with fitness. Once I can figure out how I can implement that with fitness, it's game over. Right. So listen, right. We knew who our ideal person was for our type of party. Right. And we was like, listen, we can't continue to just open doors, post on social media, send out emails, right? Send out emails. Yeah, Elijah. Yeah, bro. Send out emails, right? Like all of that stuff is cool, but what can be a reliable way that before doors even open, we know that we got money coming through those doors, right? So this was the system, right? And like me and my team, I removed myself from it, and we trained up girls that we knew so that they can do this. It was like 20 girls doing this for us every single day. They were getting us booked birthdays. Because listen, when you fix a problem for somebody, you got to figure out what is their problem. The problem that's like that they're aware of, right? So if a person's birthday is approaching, who here takes their birthday like really serious? Everybody. So if their birthday is approaching, what we can do is reach out to them and have a conversation, right? And offer them an offer that they can't refuse. What is that? A free birthday party. Free birthday party. All right. Free birthday party. We had girls doing this all on Facebook. This was before Instagram was even a thing, guys. All on Facebook, messaging people, go to their birthdays, they message them, and we got 20 girls doing this every single day. And this was the number every single week that we needed. We need 40 book birthdays every single week. 40 book birthdays. Because we know if we can get at least 40 book birthdays, that door is going to do at least $10,000. So every single week, we made sure that we had at least 40 book birthdays. And if it didn't happen, we're like, okay, things are going to be a little slow. We're going to spend a little bit more money on text message, send a little bit more, emails out. I'm going to personally invite a few more girls that are going to come out, right? But for the most part, it was anywhere between, it was nice when we would have 70 book birthdays. And listen, guys, this is before the doors were even open. So we knew every single week, cash flow was coming through that door. Every single week, because we had these number of birthdays. And this is the thing. The offer was a free birthday party. They come to with a free bottle of champagne. They come to the club, free birthday party, free bottle of champagne. They get 6 of their people in at discounted rate. How many glasses of champagne? How many champagne glasses, right? When you pour out the champagne, how many champagne glasses is going to empty out that champagne? 6. So they get the table. The bottle is gone. They already at a party that's already smacking. What else do they want to do? They want to buy another bottle. And then people get to the club, all of the tables, we got a lot of tables filled. So what the bottle poppers want to do? And they see me and I got girls all around me in VIP. What the bottle poppers want to do? They want to buy a table. So now we have booked birthdays with people coming in, spending money, regardless of if we do any type of advertising, right? And then when we get there, we can flip tables and people talk about how dope the party is. And now during the party, we taking pictures and we posting them on social media. Now everybody want to come to the party. Now imagine if we didn't have those 40 book birthdays and the only thing we did was post on social media talking about our party. So we had money regardless of if we posted about our party on social media because we are fixing a problem for our specific person. Get it? Cool. So now you take that same approach with your fitness business. You have enough conversations and you send these conversations to an offer that your ideal person cannot refuse. You do that and you find out what your number is every single month, what that number that you got to hit in order to get these calls booked. And now you have consistent cash flow coming into the business, regardless of if you post on social media or not, as long as you got the right stuff on social media. All right. And also not just the short form content. I know you're going to feel me on this, Elijah, not just the short form content, but what else we got to have if we're trying to convert somebody that's going to pay you anywhere between $1,000 and $10,000. What else we got to have on that back end? We got to have the thing that I'm doing right now, long form content, because if somebody going to pay you a lot of money, right, they need to watch a little bit longer pieces of content than 15 to 30 seconds. They need to watch some long form content, right? And then this is what you need. The same thing that I did with parties, right? Who you think I'm the person out there? In the beginning, I was messaging those people to get those book birthdays, but I documented the process and then I trained people on how to do it, and then I paid them to do it. So now I get my time back. And now I can do other things in the business, like meeting with, my team, meeting with the club owners, right? I can do other CEO shit, right? Create lifestyle, content that we can put on social media as a plus, not the only thing that's going to make us money, right? So that's why I say, like, yes, you should be creating content, but should that be the only way that you make money in your business? No, that is actually the hardest way. The easiest way is to have a consistent lead generation strategy, right? You train, if you don't know how to do it, right? You get somebody to do it, i.e. us, right? VAs and appointment setters, so that they can do it on your behalf. And now you also have your entire system automated along with real life humans behind, right? Your profiles, right? Speak, like reaching out and engaging to your ideal customers, and then qualifying them and getting them on the calls. So you can now just do what? Take the calls, coach your clients, and create the content. All right. And I want to highlight something, right? Yes, you need, the funnel, the systems, automation, the consistent lead generation, the KPI, whatever that number is that you're going to hit every single month. But listen, you can't drag all of these qualified ideal clients, right, to an offer that sucks. Listen, you and also you can't like this is what I hear this so consistently, right? Taking like a complete stranger and getting them on a call with them and selling them an offer that sucks. You're going to close probably nobody, right? So you have to make sure that you have the right funnel in place, right? To like a 3-step funnel, right? Of things that needs to happen, long form pieces of content that they actually need to consume, right? Before that includes your offer, a good offer, not, this package at $250, this package at this, and then the most expensive package at that, right? Like, no, that's not a good offer. It's not saying that the service isn't good, but the offer doesn't support the result that the service is able to deliver. Ooh, yo, Like, come back and get that part, right? But that's very important that you have an irresistible offer. Because imagine if we were messaging, these birthdays, these people that have birthdays coming up, right? And the offer sucks. It's like, yeah, of course I will book a free birthday party at one of the hottest clubs in Chicago by one of the dopest promoters in Chicago. No brainer. Like, I'm in. All right. Right. And then you have to have systems on the back end, right, that's going to support the offer as well. Right. And that makes sense so that the business is profitable. Because, of course, we can't just have a bunch of free people in the party. Right. So that's why we have the actual strategy where the person that got the free birthday party, they get a free bottle of champagne that we pay $10 at cost for. But that person is going to bring out, anywhere between realistically 10 to 50 people. Some birthday parties being out 100 people. Depends on how popular the person is, right? But if they bring out 20 people at $20 a head and the birthday person was free, right? And we just paid $10 for a bottle, profit margins really, really good, right? So that's why I'm a huge advocate in high ticket offers, because you have really huge profit margins as long as your offer is fixing a problem for your ideal person. Make sense, guys? Cool. So that's the number one thing you need is that lead generation, but you also need to make sure that you have a high ticket funnel with long form video to support it. All right. And you need an irresistible offer. You need a really, really good offer that your ideal person needs. And if you're already good at what you do, you already probably have the receipts. You probably already have the testimonials, the before and afters, the skill set, all of that. Like that's good to have, but you just have to make sure. I'm going to say it again. You got to make sure that your offer supports what's already true. Get it? Got it? Cool. So let's recap. The number one thing is you need a reliable lead generation strategy. All right, that's going to get you book calls. Like, that's in order to make money in your business. If you're a coach, you're an online coach, how do you make money? By getting on calls. So that should be your main focus, is the thing that's going to get us book calls every single month and consistently, right? So say, for example, if you already getting on, 10 to 15 calls a month, right? Just based on you posting the content. Now, imagine if you had the right funnel to support it. Imagine if you had the right offer to support it. Imagine if you had the being able to convert cold traffic, complete strangers as well on top of what you're already doing. Most of you guys already have a multi-six-figure business. You just need those three things, and then you need to do the work in order to get good at it. Right. The same thing that I talked about when I was saying, like, look, when you want to spend money on ads, you have to spend the money in order to get good at it. Right. But then we talk about shrinking your profit margins as well, because the thing about with cold traffic ads is, look, it's going to go to anybody. Now, if you know who your person is and you know the problem that they have, you and your team can specifically target those people. Specifically, I would rather get a human being, treat them like train them on how to get in front of this person and only engage and have a conversation with this person versus, I'm going to send a blast out to everybody in Chicago saying, book your party. I'm going to get better quality and I'm going to get more bang for my buck, a higher ROI if I do it this right way. When I focus on quality, I focus on who the ideal person is and only engaging in having conversations with them. And then we can qualify them. And what I mean by qualify is see if they are serious about fixing their problem. One, that should be the first qualification. Are they serious about fixing their problem based on the actions that they've been taking? Right? You funny, bro. All right. So, questions, guys. And listen, so we automate this entire process. This is the same process that I use for my business. Like, as I'm talking to you guys, my business is generating leads and we're getting book calls as I'm talking to y'all. All right. So we could take this exact same system and implement it into your business, and we'll do it for you. We'll do it for you, and we'll guarantee, all right, that you sign up clients, brand new clients every single month, or you just don't pay us. All right. Now, if you're interested in that, DM me the word ready. All right. I could take some questions. If you guys got questions right now, like, let's go. Let's get it. If you guys got questions, I'm open. But yeah, bro. Bro. Like the party, like that's what really like made me like a numbers guy, you know what I'm saying? Made me a numbers guy and a systems guy, and just like, let's focus on like this is our main focus right here, right? Like when we was doing our thing, and we did that, we had like one of the longest Saturday nights in Chicago, right? And we were doing it for like 4.5 years, the same nightclub on the same day for 4.5 years. It was that consistent because of this system that I implemented into our strategy. That's the number one thing. Book birthdays, book birthdays, book birthdays. Let's make the birthday party more experience. Because in the beginning, it was just a free birthday. And then we added the bottle. And then we added the table. Because the club was like, we'll give you this bottle of champagne at cost. I don't even think it was $10. I think it was cheaper than it was $20. It was $20. I wasn't $20. I think it was $2. It was really cheap, right? But you know, it was worth the cost, right? And then I'm gonna bring out the nice looking chicks. So the dudes gonna pull up, they gonna see the nice looking chicks. It's easy to you know, if somebody pull up in your club and you see nice looking girls going in, you see a line out there, it's easy to tell the bottle poppers like, bro, like I got y'all, like y'all come cut the line, y'all getting bottles, they all gonna get 5-6 bottles, cool. The 5-6 bottles of sprinklers go in the air, that make the party look even more dope, right? But we're not relying on that to make cash flow in the business. All right. What about if you have multiple services like bodywork and health coaching? Good question, right? And most people do. Most people, you know, before they have a high ticket offer, they have all these different things, right? It's like, I got this offer, I got this offer, I got this offer, I got this offer. And it's kind of like an a la carte type of thing. So my question to you would be, right, if you could build out the thing that you're extremely confident behind, and you can guarantee somebody results, right? Like that's the thing that you should be offering. And it's probably everything that you offer combined in one, to make it a really, really good service, right? And to also make it a really good offer that you're confident behind too, right? Because if you're taking sales calls and you're on the call with, you know, with prospects, right? Like you got to be confident in selling it. So if you only sold the body work at a high ticket price point, you probably wouldn't be that confident with selling it. But if you sold the body work along with the health coaching, right? And that's your and everything else that you provide, right? And that's the one irresistible offer that you have, and you're extremely confident behind it, because you know, right, if a number of people come and do this, that you can probably guarantee every last one of the results as long as they play their part. So that should probably be the offer. It probably, in my opinion, if you're somebody, you trying to go to 100K, 200K a year, 300K a year, right? You don't need to have multiple offers. You need to have one. Any offer I ever scaled to 6 figures, multi 6 figures and beyond, it's only been one offer. I never had like multiple offers and stuff like that, because it's just distractions. It's like, what's the one thing that I know I can guarantee results on and I know I'm really good at, right? Cool, that's what I'm offering. I'm going all in on that. So having multiple services, also in my opinion, right? In my opinion, based on my experience, when you have multiple services, it's like, you know, you can't give 100% to anything. You're giving 100% to body work, 100% to health coaching, 100%. I mean, you're giving like this percentage to, I'm sorry, giving this percentage to body work, this percentage to health coaching, this percentage to just nutrition and meal plans, right? This nutrition to this percentage to, you know, one-on-one coaching. And it's like, look, if they want the result and they want to actually sustain it for life, they probably need all 5 of them. So that should be your offer. Make sense? Any other questions? Hey, cool, cool, cool. Appreciate y'all jumping on. Y'all got any other questions? Let me know. Let me know. So we had some some FEA members in the building. If y'all still on, holla at me. Cool, 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 cool. Sandy, what's up? What's up, y'all? You said, are you saying tracking like you tracking me? Like you feel me? Is that what you mean? I figure that's what you mean. Maybe that might be like a different type of lingo. I'm from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, man. You know, and this the reason why I did this live is because, like I told you, I was talking to a young man the other day. He might, you know, check out this live too. And other coaches couldn't tell him like the main thing that he should be focusing on. Listen, this is the thing. When you're in the what's up, Sandy? Just got another client. Shout out to Sandy. She in the FEA. Congrats, Sandy. All right. Like when you're in this stage of business, right? You're not Elon Musk. You're not Bill Gates, right? You need cash flow. You need cash flow. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you need. Like all of the pretty stuff on social media, like that stuff is cool, but is it going to bring you cash flow? So it's about priorities. So that's why I highlighted this, is because it's not saying to don't do the other things. It's what are top priorities, right? Get the top priority, break the fuck out of it. Break it to the point where you need to hire help. You need to, you know, bring somebody in to help you with it, right? Because when that becomes a problem, you got the cash flow to fix the problem. And then you can take the cash flow and put it into other, you know, cute things that you want to invest it in, right? Like into your brand and, you know, and stuff like that. And content creation. Content creation is extremely, extremely important now. I am not, you know, lowballing content creation at all, right? But it depends on what stages you're at. Okay. It depends on what stages you at. All right. And this is the thing, the lead generation part, like the thing that's going to get you a consistent amount of calls booked every single month, right? It's not like if you decide to, you know, start doing some other stuff with ads or with content creation and stuff like that, that you should take your foot off the gas with the thing that's getting you book calls. No, that's a lesson that I learned, guys. That's a lesson that I learned. Do not do that. Never stop doing the thing that's making you money. Do it more. So if you got two appointment setters, right, that are getting you 40 book calls a month, bring on two more. Continue to bring on more if you want to make more money. You get what I'm saying? So that's what we did. So it was like, cool. If we want to get more book parties, we're going to hire more girls to do profiles for us. So it got to a point where we was booking freaking 50 to 70 book parties a week, every single Saturday. But let me tell you, anytime, because that was the only party I was like, I ain't doing no more parties. But it got to a point where I got cocky and I'm like, all right, like let's do a Friday party. Let's do a Thursday party. Guess what happened with the Saturday? Book birthdays went down because, you know, when you have too many distractions, and sometimes as humans, we got to figure out, we got to just, you know, we got to do it to figure out if it's a distraction or not. Right. So we all humans, but this is why you got to have, you know, principles in place, right? So that you can identify if this is a distraction or not very, very fast. Because you mess around and do it for an entire year, right? And now the business go to shit. Where you can do it for a month and you can be like, hold on, or 90 days and be like, hold on. And red flag, alert, like, let's stop doing this. Let's keep doing this. Right. So it's not to say that as entrepreneurs, we always will lose focus. You just got to have processes in place that can get you focused fast enough, get you back focused fast enough. Like, that's it. That's it. That's all, guys. You know? Cool. D'Angelo, what's up, bro? What's up, man? FEA heavy in the building today. All right, guys. So yeah, man, like that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And this is something, when you focus on this, right? And if you was to take the next 90 days and focus on this, right? This is like top priority in your business, right? You have no choice but to make more money. Now you gotta have the right strategy that's been tested, that works, right? You know what I'm saying? That's going to give you, to make sure that people are responding to conversations, to make sure people are, consuming, your long form content on the back end, to make sure people actually want to get on a call to hear more about this irresistible offer that you have. Hell, how do I craft an irresistible offer? What the fuck is an irresistible offer in the first place? You know what I'm saying? So these are all things that, they all have to be, in alignment with each other, right? And then it's like, all right, now you can work from there. Like, what are other priorities, but like, honestly, you shouldn't have any more than, 4 to 3 priorities, like in your business. If you're trying to go to multi 6 figures, 250, 300, 400, $500,000 a year, right? If that's what you want to do, it's most of the time it's about getting rid of a bunch of shit. It's not about adding anything. It's about, like, you may need to add 1 or 2 things, but you have to make room for it. If you have all of these different offers, right? You're doing all of these different things. You're spending your time on all of this stuff because we only got 24 hours in a day, right? You have no capacity to add the 1 or 2 things that you actually need that's going to scale your business. So what do you got to do? You got to let go of a bunch of shit. And you got to be okay with that. And then it's like, all right, I'll let go of all of this, and we're going to add these 2 things. And then you start taking off. You know what I'm saying? Then you start taking the freak off. That's how success works, when you simplify it, right? But as human beings, we're designed to make things more difficult. So that's why every day we got to check ourselves, including myself. I fuck up every single day, guys. I mess up every day. You know what I'm saying? But I try my best to catch myself, and I try my best to learn from the lessons. And so, like, all right, like, let's not do that again. But every single day is going to be a new lesson. But it's just like, you can continue, you can continuously only just post content and don't do anything else, right? Thinking that that's going to scale your business. You're going to cap. You're going to cap, my G. Right? Like, you're going to cap. And if you're okay with the cap, like, that's cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But like, if you're watching the end of this live or the end of this video, you probably, like me, you probably want to consistently make sure that you're showing up and completing the mission that God has set out for you to complete. So that means that you have to do better every single year. You have to do better, and you have to get better. You got to become a better leader. You got to become a better marketer. You got to become a better, team developer, right? You got to become a better trainer, right? You got to become a better coach. You got to become a better person overall. Cool. I see some new people jumped on. Yeah, guys, if y'all got, I'm gonna do a last call. Any Q&As, any questions? Last call before I wrap it up. What's up? Cool. So once again, look, if you guys need help with, me and my team installing our done for you high ticket conversation automation system, we'll install everything for you, right? And guarantee you new clients every single month, or you just don't pay. All right. That's something that you're interested in. Just DM me the word ready. If you got questions, ask me questions and things like that too. Okay. My DMs are always open. All right. Or, if you feel more comfortable, you can go to the link in my bio, submit your email, and we can give you more information on the next page once you do that. Okay. Cool. Appreciate you guys joining the live. Appreciate you guys that's watching the replay. All right. I will see you guys on the next video, and let's level up for the rest of 2022, and let's go crazy in 2023.